I'm happy to part of this Microsoft 365 Live 2022, the conference. It's a great event, and thanks to the organizers who are organized. And right now, you can see that 4 days full of a lot of different new features and new topics are they are sharing. Really great thing. It's not an easy job to do that. Okay, that's it. Thanks for the organizers first. Then thanks for the sponsors. That also very important, right? We can do all this spans and everything managed by sponsors. That's a really thanks for them. And you are going to learn a lot of subject. Don't miss that. You can work on that. Okay, they spend time and do. It's really useful for the on Teams side or SharePoint side or Power Platform side. It's all different days we have. Right? This you please join and learn a lot of stuff. Okay. Thanks for the sponsors as well. Okay. Yeah, now I'll move to my topic. There's a build Teams apps and extend across Microsoft 365. That's we are going to talk about. Just I give some brief about myself. I'm Jenkins Ns. I'm a founder of JPower 4. I give some brief about it. It's a 1 minute or 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm a modern workspace solution architect as well as consultant. I'm a MEP, MCT, and I'm a founder of JPower 4. I'm from India in Chennai. I'm an international speaker, author, as well as trainer, and specialist with Microsoft Teams, Power Platform, and SharePoint framework in SharePoint. And you can able to see the right hand side. You can see building solution with Microsoft Teams. There's a book I released recently. You can see that we are working on Teams. Whoever prefer to learn Teams more, as for the apps development, it is a really useful. And I'm also as organizer for Bangalore M365 Bangalore. That's happening December 3rd. Anyone able to join? Obviously, welcome. It's a free event. And AMS ambassador and I'm a SharePointer since 2005. Okay, these all are my social media. Anyone interested, you can connect. Okay. Now, when you come to the build and deploy the Teams apps to Outlook and Office.com, and already we are doing in the Teams also, right? Just you can think about it, how we are planning. Okay. Now, when you come to Teams part, we are developing the apps. Okay. That's the first stage we are doing the development. Okay, that's app development and deploy in Teams. Then Microsoft introduced SPF's web part also deploy in Teams. That's the second stage they did. How you can easily do. What's the purpose? Now they are feel that whatever you develop for Teams, why not we can access from Outlook and Office. Okay, that's another just the new era we started. That's the reason. The same age I believe it's really matchable, right? It's we are moving our across Office products. Okay, that's the target. Microsoft already thought of it. Why not we can make it full Office available for all the features. You can plan in a single host. What's the main reason? We have three types of users for everything, right? Let's say whenever you are deploying something, we have a developers required to do the development, write their application. What always they feel that minimum development we can deploy multiple places. Already Microsoft thought bringing every application like your Word, Excel, PowerPoint or any applications like 19 endpoints are there in Microsoft 365. All 19 endpoints they are preferred to use a single hosting place and bring. That's the developer point of view. This is really easy. No need to write multiple times and no need to learn multiple technology like that. Single place you can able to do all the stuff. Okay, that's the first thing. You can see Microsoft planning to right now they are supported from Teams and Office.com and Outlook. Okay, and the same thing if you come to IT admin. Okay, this IT professional always they feel that they want to manage the application. It's a single point that they monitoring or security feature setting or data loss prevention. Everything is a single place they manage, right? No need to do multiple places. That's the reason they are also preferred with a multi-host support in a single place. Okay, then end user point of view. That's the end user point of view. Make your app available on Office, Outlook, and Teams. That's what's the benefit of that. When you are an end user, you are working with Teams. You can able to access same functionality from that. When you are using Outlook, the same functionality you can do. No need to move here and there. or you can using office.com. There also we have. This is just I can show that also. This you need to understand, right? Let's say you can see the out how it looks. Okay. For example, I'm going to office.com. Just I can sign in. I think it's taking the default login. I'll sign out and come back. Uh, for example, I'm moving to my domain Jenkins Ns. Yes. Okay. When you go to office.com, whenever you're using office.com, you can see the all the apps available in the left hand side, right? You can see when you log in. You can see here all the applications are there, right? You feel that I want to add my own applications or my application, how we can make it? That's a big question, right? Whenever required, I want my own applications like whatever apps you want, you can able to bring in your custom applications like that. The same place, if I got my app available, then that is a big thing, right? As for example, if you can say test app or something like that, moving some app is going right. That's something like any application we are able to add. The same place, whatever we are doing with this teams, that's also we can bring, right? Now we can the logo also changed. Microsoft looks nice logo for Microsoft 365. Recently they made it. Okay. Now that's a way we can able to do the same place. We can come to Outlook. That means you can go easily here. Outlook, like we have a huge applications, right? All Microsoft planning now to bring easy to accessible anywhere. Okay, end to end like that they're planning. Same whenever we have a different type of apps in Teams like tab, personal tab, or channel level, or we have a message extension like that. Message extension nothing but whenever you are creating a new email also we want to add some features out of that. Okay, you can see here you can add some features like that. You want to bring some validation or something like that, then you can plan accordingly. Okay, that's all I'll going to show you. Okay, same we can go with the apps. See, all these apps are coming. Extended apps is Outlook, my teams, local one, like that we can able to whatever you develop, we can make it. You see the name, I develop my Teams app one. That's a local debug. This, if you are deployed, and it will come as a deployed version. Okay, that's it. Way we have, but and also Microsoft bring lot of easy way to bring it. Okay, the same place I can open the Teams also. Okay, teams.microsoft.com to know everything is similar how we can use without writing much code. Okay. Teams apps available in the Teams app section in the left hand side. Now you need to know that's it. All three places you can able to see all the apps. Okay, whatever apps you want, you can able to access from here, and here you can see here. Okay, we have a apps list. Okay, whatever apps list and manage your apps. You want to delete, remove your own organization apps. You can click it. It will display the. It's like a filtering. Okay, whatever you want to do, you can able to do that. Okay, all the apps are there. Or you have a personal app. You can click the dot dot dot. You can see the personal apps also. Okay, all your personal apps. That's a Teams, right? When you have Teams, we can able to use any application integration from anywhere, right? Only condition it should be a SSL signed URL to map. Okay. When you come back, okay, let's say this is the first thing is to understand what are the multi-hosts, how easy to do that. Okay. Second is what are the new features now they are introduced recently. It's like 3-4 months before only they updated. That's it. Still, some of the features are in preview. Now they are bringing across, right? That's the reason they are pushing this one more faster. I believe this it will come lot of features soon. Okay, you can think about it. First thing is a static tab. Okay, so personal scope is always a static tabs. Now support Teams level, web, desktop, mobile. All three are supported. Outlook web targeted release is supported. That means what is targeted release? That's just like show you. When you go Office, you can see two type of releases there. Okay, when you go to Office admin, you have a two types. What is the standard release? That means all the users available in this tenant able to access the feature. Target list means you can able to do all people also. That's not a recommended one due to whenever you are planning for all features. to targeted users, then they have what's happened is Microsoft preview version also will be there. Okay, for that Microsoft bringing in another option called target release. Okay, release preference. We have a two options. We can able to select some set of peoples. Okay, for as a standard list for everyone or target list for everyone or target release for selected use. Because this is the developer environment, I'd say I use target list for everyone. Okay, if you're production, then you can go with some targeted user. What's the purpose of it? We can say that 10 members or 15 members you are added, they only able to access all the new features and they can decide what we need to recommend or with to the other user, what are the steps need to follow, all the things they do. Okay, that's the main reason they are using that. Okay, that's the main thing you need to consider. That's a target list. Okay, that part web is target list in Outlook. Okay, desktop beta channel you need to install in your desktop and then it will work. It's just a small component. Okay, I'll tell you the prerequisite is what. Okay. Okay, now and the notes part, we can say channel and group scope not yet supported. That's we need to remember that. Teams having channel and group, right? That's not a supporter for Office support or Outlook. The both it's not supported yet. Okay, here the mobile or Android only is supported for Office support. Okay, same way message extension. We have another one option called message extension, a search based one, and we have a compose extension. We have a two types of message extension. One is search based and one is action based. That's that way search only supported right now. Action is not at support. Message. What is message extension? Whenever I am typing some detail in my email, I want to make on the Teams, whatever that is. If who are new to messages, just I can give a overview. Whenever I go to chat or whatever it is, for example, I'm try to talk here. You can see the bottom right. This is a message extension, extending our message with some other application data. Okay. For example, I can use YouTube. I can say Jenkins Ns. It's just I can show my uh, channel and I can select any one of the my videos. Okay, just select and it will bring and go through it. Either I can talk to my team and inform them, say like this. Okay, then it will be able to accessible from that. This is called message. It's not available for Outlook and Teams. Okay, when you go Outlook, also the same thing will be there. For example, I can make this one as a big window. Okay, these all the apps, right? You can see here. You can say, for example, here also I want to share my same example I'm showing. That's easy to understand, right? If I want to extend or if spelling checker or something like that, any features you want, it's an email, right? You can send, okay, to the user who are interested to learn something from that. We can able to use it. Okay, that's the way we can able to promote. This is we always prefer that. Okay, that's why we can understand that message extension. Tab means nothing but it's a tab as a extra page like that. Okay. Okay, another thing always remember that target list option and Microsoft app update channel enrollment is required. Update opt, then only it will work. Okay, this is something like your developer. Pre-requested part, just we can go faster because it's time. That's don't worry. We have when it come to pre-requests, just say you say just get the Microsoft 365 developer tenant and enable side loading. That is nothing but because it's a target release one part, then we need to enable this one for the third party and you can allow the custom app development interaction with the custom apps. Then the user able to do that. These two are admin level they need to enable. Otherwise it's not accessible. All admins need to enable. This is Office 365 admin. There's a Microsoft 365 admin. This one is a team admin. Okay, these both enabled, then only it's allowed to do this feature. Okay, enroll your Microsoft 365 tenant in Office targeted list. That's the important one because of it's still in the preview version. Install beta channel build for Microsoft 365 apps to the test environment. That's nothing but you want to use the desktop version. You need to just install this app. This is a small app. Okay, we can able to get these URLs here whenever you're using. We can get this one. I'll show you how we can get. Okay, and we have a Visual Studio Code for the development coding development to install from the Visual inside the Visual Studio Code. You can install the Teams toolkit because Microsoft providing the toolkit. In the Teams app development, we have a different option. Like one is using the C# Visual Studio Code. Sorry, Visual Studio with the C# or C# VB.NET, whatever .NET version you can able to develop. That is not a preferred version now because of everyone move to modern environment with the client side coding, right? That's why it will prefer to go Visual Studio Code. First option is we have a Yemen generator that is still available from last 4 or 5 years. Let's say it's already having a lot of help from the community members because they developed and any issues they discussed like that. Okay, that's how you can able to use that. The second one is Teams Toolkit. Recently, Microsoft last year announced that Teams Toolkit by Microsoft. And the Yemen generator is already part of a community. Then now Microsoft already occurred. It is now part of Microsoft. Toolkit is purely developed by Microsoft but still growing. Okay, but what's the benefit of toolkit? Without knowing anything, you have a click and that's I show you how fast you can able to use develop the app using Teams toolkit. Okay, without doing anything, you can able to do that. Okay, let's say install the Team toolkit extension for the Visual Studio Code, then it will available like that. Okay, same Visual Studio Code. Okay, when you come to Visual Studio Code, we see that when you go here, they have the options, right? You have Teams toolkit. Teams itself, we have an option like that. Okay, for example, I'm closing this one already. Whatever is that, close folder, the empty one, right? Then you can go Teams. You can see that. Okay, now we have an option to create a new folder where you want to start, and you can able to start with a command palette and do that. I'll come with that. Okay. Just I can to understand how we available everywhere the output. Okay, this is very simple example I'm showing here. We have a tab, personal tab. Congratulations, Jenkins, with the app running. Because of we are using SSO enabled tab. Okay, because it will create inside. We need a Azure environment to work on it because of the SSO enabled. Then only the Azure AD to enable the permission and then access. You see, this is the Teams. The first one image is the Teams. Second in the right hand side is the Office 365 Office, right? Third in the below is the Outlook. All three looks the same, right? Whatever you feel that I want to develop some apps and accessible from everywhere in my office, then you can go this feature. Okay, just we go for the demo. Okay. Any questions, please raise in your chat window. I'll respond back. Okay, don't worry. Just I go to the development, which is the demo part, how we can do. Just summarize, we need to plan for the app development for teams. First, you need to understand the teams, how we can do it and everything. Obviously, you learn teams. Now it's very popular is teams, right? Last 3 4 years, people are started using now very familiar. Most of them using teams for their regular job. Whenever you feel that your own line of business, any application you want to develop or you want to control something from your end, then you can go with the custom development. In the custom development, we have two types. One is you can deploy in your own environment and you can do for your own tenant. Another one is if you feel that this is a generic use case, you can able to share out of that. Then you can share to the Microsoft and earn out of that whatever your features. And Microsoft giving three types of apps. One is Microsoft apps. That's a first party apps, and Microsoft partners like Gold Partner, whatever they developed and deploy. You can also do it. Anyone can able to develop and deploy in Microsoft environment. That's a third party apps. They review and confirm, then it's available for everyone. Okay, just like creating one folder. Let's say, for example, I can create one new folder here. Okay. Just a folder, select the folder. I can go this folder. Nothing I created, just created one folder. That's it. Okay, just to go. How easy and do the fast developer application. Okay, I'll going to show you. View, command palette. You can see by default showing how we start, right? Create a new Teams app. Okay, how easy, right? Just click it. It's asking create a new app, Teams app. What type of starter is from a sample? Some samples from Microsoft you can able to learn out of it, or you can go directly with the MD blank one. Okay, just create. Here again it's like providing options. Okay, we have a SSO enabled tab, SPFS tab, in sequential workflow recommended, or these all the features are already there. Huge items. Bot, SSO enabled personal tab, search based message extension. Solve. When you're planning for Outlook, okay, now Outlook and Office they introduce. So you can say Teams or emails or Outlook. In the last one, you can see this is one supported by Outlook, and also this one is supported by Outlook because it's a mouse over. You can say identify our web pages embedded in Microsoft Teams, Outlook, or Office. You can say others part. Okay, some it's not Outlook. You remember that whatever is supported right now is that two only. Okay, see nothing is already supported. Okay, that's why you always careful and go and develop these two, any one of it. Okay. For example, I'm starting with personal tab. This very simple app I'm show you. Very easy only. No need to do a lot of items. Okay. Just click the personal tab. Which language you prefer? You want to use JavaScript or TypeScript? TypeScript means you can use React, Angular, everything, right? And JavaScript also able to do. Based on your preference, I use TypeScript. Here, where your application available, just browse and you can provide your folder. You can have a folder, right? We created a folder here inside here, the app dev, and just copy it, give the folder, and this is the app development selector. Okay. Now we need to provide a app name. What is the name of the app? Let's say I can say M365 live demo. Okay. Enter. Okay. It's app creating. See, it's start creating. Okay. And it loaded here. Okay. This is the basic stuff loaded. Now we can able to see all the codings are there. Personal tab access. You can see the examples also there. How to do that. All the steps. They first time if you are doing. Okay. It's a local address. You can able to continue with the debug your app everything. But when you're planning for a production, I'll show you how we can use it. But you need a Azure environment to do that. You need a subscribed Azure environment because otherwise it's not support. Okay, you can say run and debug the activity panel. That's just a debugging one. And you can say install the teams, go to the teams and install the app. Here, everything is able to do. That's I can show you one by one. Okay, let's say go here and now we can go here, command palette. You can see type teams. Okay, you can see all the command here in the single view. You can see first already we did the created the app, right? Using the teams, create a new app. Now we have a provisioning the in cloud. If you're planning to deploy in your cloud, you have a Azure environment, go with it. If you then you deploy, provision is nothing but we normally manually you can enable the Azure AD part deployment for Azure websites, everything that it automatically created from here. It will ask questions, you can fill the form. That's enough. Whatever you're filling, it will be work out. Okay. Then you can go and deploy it. Okay. And account view, deployment view like that. You have all the options for teams to here. Publish to teams, repost the issue on GitHub without any manual work. Everything you can able to do that. Okay. Now we can say deploy the Azure, deploy Teams app, manifest, everything separately you can do. Or if you want to do with cloud environment directly, then you can go with the provisioning in the cloud. Just click, we have some 10 minutes, right? I'll show the provisioning part. Out of box also we can do with a ng rack and debug it and able to deploy. It's a final deployment I'll show you. Just click provisioning. Here we have a subscription. Already I logged in my Azure here. That's the reason it's showing immediately. Okay, this Azure is there. I have two type of subscription. I use the Visual Studio Enterprise. Selected or 1 second. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I'll check in that tunnel. We have the details is already running. You can able to see that. Okay, that's the reason I will try like this. What will happen is when you planning for Azure or environment, then you can able to see the portal.azure.com. You have a licensed one required to deploy everything because websites everything required. That's it. Just I sign out with this account and sorry, I'll sign in with a new account. Okay. You can just shift also fine. Okay, this I have my license one in the different credentials. I use that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now we have huge number of things. That's it. It will create your app also here. Okay, that's it's normally whatever we need. We need a tab only, right? We have a web service is enough. Okay, you can something is running or close. That's all we can do. Just go back to Visual Studio Code and we start with that. Okay, let's say It will automatically show the status. Let's say I'm checking. This is the local one, whatever you're doing the environment and dev environment. Okay. Here see provisioning the cloud. It's running. Okay. You can, if you click again, it's saying that try again. That you don't want to run multiple times. Okay. Meantime, you can see side loading enabled accounts and Jenkins with the Visual Studio Code. Everything is available. If you feel that I don't want to deploy everything, just say I can start, cannot run the same. Okay, let's see. I'll run the start as a debug. Okay, without debugging or without we run without debugging. Okay, we don't want to debug. Just run. It will deploy in our Outlook and it will show. This will install the prerequisite, verify everything and running. Okay. You can see here all the details, what happening when we are reloading the window and it will deploy in all the source part. Okay. What's the advantage of using toolkit? Okay. We don't want to do anything. Okay, that's the main reason. Here, always we plan to do that. Here is asking some resource to create a provisioning part. 365 live. And where you want to deploy the resource and provisioning. This is a provisioning part is separate running, and I'm doing the running or local also. Both we can do together also fine. This will run the output window. We can able to see that. Okay, what's happening, everything you can see. See deploy in ARM templates. Now we can able to see the provisioning part, refresh it. You can able to see the resource here in Azure without doing anything, automatically it will create. Okay, that's a benefit. No need to do anything from our end. Everything's there and it's always deploy in your teams and everything. Okay, just I'll show you why it's loading slow. Not yet started. I think it's creating. So sure, this could be several minutes. Not you can reload the window and retrieve the task too long time. Okay. That's always you see the warning and everything is running in the window. Okay, what happening, everything. Basically, it's taking 3 to 4 minutes time and then only it's available. Okay, after deployed, okay, deploy in the provisioning, then you can deploy it. Okay, provisioning is nothing but it'll create the resource space and everything. Okay, what are the resource detail you want, everything it will be available first. Then it will at the same 365 live see the start created dev. Okay, this is a manage identity. It's one by one it will creating. Okay, without touching anything. This is a resource group. You can able to see all the items in a single place. It's a tab creating storage account is created, manage identity is created. That's the way you can able to do all the stuff. If maybe you don't have a idea what do you want to deploy, what do you want to create, or what do you want to provisioning, what security you want to enable. These are the things I don't know what to do that. Okay, that scenario you can go with this. Okay, that's the main reason people are using the toolkit. We have no need to learn much. Okay, this is simple steps. You can we see Py3 demo successfully provisioning the cloud. View the provisioning resource, and you can able to do you want to go to external website or open like that. You can able to see the detail. You can able to get the log details. The same time we can do go once I done right and just go to the command palette and you can do the deploy to the cloud. Now the code will deploy. Okay. Okay, the second part is we are doing. First thing you did the provisioning. Second, the SSO setup is ready. Now you can see here all details will be installed. Okay, let's say go inside the resource group. M365 live demo dev RG. That's a resource group. You can say they have a managed identity storage account. When you click storage, that's nothing but is a where Azure websites it will create, right? basically storage is what the tab. Okay, this it will create the Azure websites and store all the details. Okay, this say for example storage a browser, you can see the details. Okay, what type of storage will be there because it's a file. Say blob containers is mostly. See logs and webs you can create it. No files deployed yet. It's running. Okay, let's see how it's running. Okay, still running there. Now we see that provision is completed. Local also we see we have a empty resource in the Visual Studio itself. Code itself we can able to tab. Okay, start front end task is running. Okay, now it will go run after this one. Okay, we'll run the application. Then have a very limited time. Now once you're done with the deployment, you can need to publish the teams. Okay, try again when you deploy finished. Okay, otherwise it will not work because of after deployed only the reference will be there. Then after deployment completed, you need to click the publish to teams. Once you've done that, you can able to see the application here. Okay. First, you need to see in the teams, and then you can able to see the same application in the Outlook also. Once you deploy, that's the advantage is one deployment it will available everywhere. Okay, it's not need to deploy everywhere one by one like that. Okay, we have a single deployment in Azure, single manifest deploy in Teams. It's accessible from Teams, Outlook, and um, Office. Okay, let's say you have been started. I hope it's done with the. Okay, sorry, it's a. You need to. It's taking the Azure part. That's the reason it's correct. Running the same credential, we need to go with the different credentials. Okay, let's say just I can close this. Now the provisioning part is status successfully compiled and web compiled everything. See the all the status what no issues found. That's it successfully compiled and it's pre-deployed. Okay, just in the meantime I'll show this one and we'll take 2-3 minutes more and close it. Okay. Um, just close it because of I need to log in with a different account. Just close. Office.com. Yeah. When you come teams, you can able to see the teams part and you can whatever deploying, right? It will come after completed. You need to wait for another 1 minute like that. So it's publishing the teams cannot deploy when deploying. Okay, it's already deploying, right? You need to wait. Meantime, I can show other stuff and we can go. Okay, that's we need to know, right? I can take time. Let's say I'll showing the existing ones. All apps in that Outlook. You can see here we have a different apps created, right? You can see that. Uh, I can show you the existing one, test app, Salesforce, admin like that. Huge number of apps are there. Whatever apps we have developed there, it's available here. When you are using the app, okay, whatever you have developed, okay, that's you can see here. I can say Teams. I'll take the name and come back. Why it's taking long time? 1 second, it's taking always this one. Just a minute, I can clear this once, then it will work. because of login, it's always store the cookie in my by Microsoft. That's the reason. I tried I should different account, right? Immediately it will move into the different account. Okay, let's say login again. Sign in. Then when you click apps, you can see all the apps same like that. Your own apps also there in the below. Okay, you see the personal tab. Okay, just click it. It will loading here. See, congratulations, you have the app ready. The second slave, whatever data you want to make it available, you want to change, go to the coding because it's the same place we have the code, right? Tabs. We have the same content. I'll show you the same build part. You can see here. So say SRC. You can see index is there, and we have this the proper development code with the inside the component. Whatever that data is coming from the congratulation everything, right? It will coming from the welcome page. Okay, let's say this welcome is another component. You can see go to there. We can see the component will be there. Okay, welcome. You can see here because it's a purely they written in React. Okay, that's you can say congratulations username. Runtime you can take in the user who is logged in and loading. That's the same content only available in the screen right now. Okay, you can able to see here right in the office. Same one you can able to see here from the teams. What's the name of it? It's a standard Outlook. Okay, extended Outlook personal tab. You can click. See the personal tab is there. You can able to write your own content, everything. We can see congratulations, Jenkins. Same one you need to go with the Outlook also. When you go Outlook, here you can go with the apps. Now you can see all the three places, right? Now it's loading. Okay, maybe it's taking little time. I will complete it now. 1 minute. Okay, let's say go here. Yeah, it's loaded, right? Now we can see the same app. I can click it. It's a basic app. You can able to add all the your features, whatever you preferred. Then and its advantages you can able to access from all three together in the same way. Okay, Office 365, Outlook, and Teams. Okay, for all the three places you can able to access the data. Whatever you prefer, you can able to bring in and do the application. Okay, I hope everyone understand. Any questions, anyone? Please raise in the chat window. I'll reply back after this. Okay. Anyway, let's say that's the part I completed already. I moved by 5 minutes more I took. That's sorry. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for a session. You join for the session, and also please join or continuously. We're getting huge number of sessions are there. Please join and learn from that. Okay, thank you.